guys, Mrs. Shiny here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another declutter in my series. Today we are going to be decluttering my bronzers. This is going to be one of the Sephora play bags that I have repurposed in my collection. It says sweat is just another way to glow. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I have way too many highlighters, so I couldn't use this for highlight or anything funny like that, but let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off, we've got the Sonia Kashuk Cream Bronzer. This is supposed to be similar to the Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer. I first purchased it in the shade 41 Warm Tan, but it is a very orangey bronzer, which is what the Soleil one is by Chanel. So I ended up going back and getting the Rich Bronze 42, which is actually deeper, but it's like a cooler undertone. Have I used either of these scents? No. Did I like the way that they looked on my skin? Not really. Does it say on here a date? Oh wow. These both say 2013, so these are going in the trash. Moving on to some Wet n Wild product. The Wet n Wild MegaCushion Contour in the shade Cafe Au Slay I used in my one brand review for Wet n Wild. I haven't really figured out how to use this yet, but I think when it comes to get to the summertime and I have a little bit more of a tan, the color will work for me, so I'm gonna hold on to that. Both of these products I haven't used for one reason or another. These are both dual-sided products, so this one is the Megaglo Contouring Palette in Dulce de Leche with the under eye setting powder and then the contour, and then same thing, this is just a cream product. Very cool toned on the stick, but very drying. I've maybe used it once or twice, and so I will go ahead and pass this along. Same thing with this one. Let me just check a date on here. Don't actually see a date. I've only used this a couple of times. It's just very, very pigmented, and so I tend to go overboard on this side. Like, you can barely even see that I even have a brush in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along as well. The Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder for lighter skin. It used to say for blondes at one point, I believe. I tend to switch between this one and the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This one just has a lot more pigment that you can pick up, as opposed to the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You really have to build that one up. So I'm definitely keeping this. The other bronzer that I love is this Sephora Collection one. This is in Los Cabos. They have since repackaged these. I don't think they reformulated these. This is definitely older than 12 months, but it still works. I've hit pan in a little bit in the center, but I really wanna go through more of this before I repurchase, but I definitely will. I had purchased this because I went to Sephora and asked what the closest tone would be to the Milk Chocolate Soleil, and they told me this one, and I love this one for my fair skin. This is what sparked that trip. I bought a little mini kit back in the day that had the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. This one is definitely older than 12 months. Still works though, so I'm gonna keep it. Haven't hit pan on it because, again, it's a little bit too warm and too deep for my skin tone, so I can only use it sometimes. But I'm gonna hold on to it. Same thing, I think this was a Point Perk. This is the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, little mini sample of it. Doesn't have a mirror or anything, but I'm gonna keep this one as well. These next two products are by e.l.f. You've got your contour kit, and then you've got your mineralized bronzer. I'm definitely gonna keep the contour kit. I wanna try to use more of the shades in it. It just gets lost because that bag is way too full. As opposed to the e.l.f. bronzer in Tan Toffee. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I found on Pinterest, I think Vanby had posted about how this is a dupe for Hoola, and since I already have Hoola in my collection, I definitely don't need to keep both, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. This NYX Blush, technically, is in Taupe. When they reformulated these to be the square ones, like I was talking about in my last video, they're very pigmented, very silky, but they're also soft. So this is my second one. My last one I had used just to contour. It's not really a bronzer. It's obviously very cool tone, good for fair skin, but I dropped it and it shattered into about a gajillion pieces. So this is my second one. I haven't been really contouring a ton lately. I've been more bronzing just because I have been on the more fair side, but again, come the summertime, I think I will pick this back up and be able to use it because I won't need to warm up my skin as much. Last product we've got in here is the Physicians Formula Bronze Boost. This one I really like because you have your setting powder, you have your contour powder, and they actually have a bronzing powder. So again, Van B on Instagram, I saw her post on Pinterest, and this was supposedly a dupe for the Smashbox contour kit. But the thing I like about this, the reason I haven't depotted it, is because it almost comes with like an Ita brush dupe here in the back, and it has a nice mirror. So I would suggest picking this up. If you're concerned that you're not going to use this, like again, I haven't really been using it a ton because it got lost in my collection a little bit, but I definitely will kick it back out. Try picking this up from somewhere where you can return it if you don't end up using it. I got this at CVS just because I was concerned I wasn't going to use it, and Physicians Formula products are not cheap. I want to say that this was maybe like $14.99 or $15.99. You know what? I'm actually going to hold on to the Physicians Formula one, and I'm going to get rid of the e.l.f. one. This one, I forgot, the lighter tones in here are pretty chalky, whereas in this one, they are definitely a little bit softer and a little bit easier to use. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this kit, and then I'm going to keep this one. Alright guys, well that is everything. I am keeping 7 bronzer products, and I'm getting rid of 6 bronzer products, 2 of which are going straight in the garbage because they are old. My next declutter is most likely going to be face powders. Alright guys, well that is my bronzer declutter. Please subscribe if you haven't already and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified for any videos that I upload. Please follow me on my other social media. My Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat username is Mrs. Shiny Side, and I am Stephanie Shiny Side on Facebook and Pinterest, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye guys!